200-ish years later turned around, had a whole religion for.
Hey, my co-host Jody brings up a valid question about how Rome went from crucifying Jesus to being one of the foundations for Christianity within just a few hundred years. Now, before I address this, I think now is a good time to talk about how, if we want to expand our religious literacy, one of the best ways to do this is by asking questions. And if you can do that in a way that is engaging and fun for you, even better. So kudos on that. But to get to Jody's question, I think there's a few things that we need to talk about first. By the end of the first century, there are probably only about 10,000 Christians. By the end of the third century, there's probably about 3 million Christians. And by the end of the fourth century, there are perhaps 30 to 40 million Christians. These are estimates, so the numbers could be off. But the point is, there's something that made Christianity grow exponentially. And I think there's a few factors to this. First off, there were witnesses of martyrs, and that gave the church credibility. I think persecution was not as widespread as a lot of Christians today would like to believe, but there's definitely a factor in which martyrdom affected the credibility of Christianity in a positive way. Second, Christianity offered a message of charity and love that was, generally accepted and people liked. So that also helped. And third, Christianity was welcoming to people regardless of their age or job or what have you. So it brought a lot of people in. And when it brought people in, it created tight communities with a clear organizational structure that allowed a lot of people to stay involved and enjoy the religion. But by and far, the thing that really let Christianity to take off was Constantine. The story goes that at the Battle of Milvian Bridge, Emperor Constantine saw a vision of a cross and declared that if he wins the battle, he will convert. And alas, he won the battle and converted to Christianity, and Christianity became the favored religion of Rome. And this resulted in the financial backing of Christians, and he attempted to unify Christianity, and then things like the Nicene Creed were created, and it proclaimed a unified message. Um, but this also created the inseparability of the church from the state, persecuted non-Christians, and there was the question of if converts were genuine. And there's even a lot of questions if Constantine's conversion was genuine. I tend to think it was, but there was a lot of political implications that really worked out for him in his conversion to Christianity. Um, so, there's a lot of things that factored into the spread of Christianity, but if we want to boil it down to a one word answer, we might say just Constantine.